Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Renfield. It's a movie starring Nicholas Hoult, Nicolas Cage, Awkwafina, the UN Secretary from The Expanse, and John Ralphio from Parks and Rec. So, as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start off the furry, there isn't any. Moving on to the good and the bad. I mean, I guess unless you count insects. There's insects, but you don't see a whole lot of the insects. Anywho, moving on to the good and the bad. So, this movie is a movie where I think you might actually be able to watch the trailer. At least I watched some of the trailer, and it was in the first 10 minutes that everything that I could remember from the trailer happened. So, yeah. Anywho, this movie is Nicolas Cage is Dracula, and Nicholas Hoult is his familiar. So he has a little bit of powers, kind of he's older than he looks, and he's kind of having a crisis and wants to get away. And Awkwafina plays a cop who's just dealing with cop things, and their worlds collide. And oh man, Nicholas Hoult is always a win, and Nicolas Cage is always a win, minus that one short little section where he was doing a bunch of shitty movies to make money for all the tax money that he had owed. Anywho, and then Awkwafina, I still hate her voice, but I love her timing, her actions, her body demeanor. She nails comedy. She is awesome at it. So her voice still bugs me, but everything else just totally works. So I was able to just deal with her voice. But this movie is absolutely fantastic. I would 100% watch this movie again. It is hilarious in all of the places that it needs to be, and it is gruesome in all the places that it needs to be, and it is scary in all the places that it needs to be. And so, if you've watched any Nicolas Cage movies, you know that the best Nicolas Cage movies is where he goes full Nicolas Cage. And he goes full Nicolas Cage in this movie, and he does it so well. It so works for the Dracula character. The Dracula character can be funny when he needs to be, and can be fucking scary when he needs to be, and it's so good. And just every moment of everything on this screen was fantastic. Although I will say that, especially after having just watched John Wick Chapter 4 and seen those level of fight scenes, I will say that a couple of the fight scenes I felt like they had a bit too many jump cuts and a bit too fast of cuts that, just it's hard when you're comparing it to John Wick movies, to, anything else action-wise. But it did feel like they could have had a few less cuts, but overall I definitely enjoyed the fight scenes overall, because there was definitely some awesomeness that happened in them. So the little bit of I feel like they could have cut that a little slower or just had a longer take was totally overshadowed by how awesome every fight scene overall ended up being. So no worries there. The music was fantastic. The pacing was awesome. The acting was awesome. It didn't feel like they were constrained by any budgetary concerns, and all of the supporting actors were fantastic. I loved everything about this film, and you should 100% go and see it in theaters if you can, because it is just fantastic. So 2 thumbs way up for this movie. Check it out if you can. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you the next one. Bye.